I'm streaming. This is the very first time we ever do the thing.
For the very first time.
Exactly. Awesome. This is the first stream of Crits-N-Giggles, the a tabletop RPG podcast thing. I'm not going to get too hung up in introductions outside of like who we are, because it's really about the stories. That's what we're all here for. I am the GM, DK. Uh, we're going to be running a Daggerheart campaign of in a world that I have created, and I can't wait for everyone to experience. Just going to go in order from right to left, manga style. And Ika, would you like to
Yeah.
introduce yourself?
Okay. I am Ika. I also go by Sid, and I uh may or may not be starting streaming myself soon. Uh,
Hell yeah.
and I forgot to uh browser mute, so I was getting echoes. Okay.
Uh
So
oh.
um, but yeah, I am a gamer certified, and I am a trans woman, so do not let my voice fool you.
Whoop whoop. Awesome. Then next, that means Cece, you're up.
Hi, I am Cece. Are we doing? Is this character introductions?
I
I
was doing just players or characters. I'm really just, since no one's watching, now's the time to
Oh,
figure out.
Actually, we
yeah.
have 4 viewers right now. I'm not sure.
Isn't it
Oh,
all of
yeah.
us?
All of us.
I'm definitely watching. Uh,
I have to
I don't
actually
think you
open
count.
Twitch.
oh, then that is one extra
I would
person.
I would change your category to Dungeons and Dragons. That way, if someone wants to watch a thing, they
Nah,
can.
we'll
Or
let him sit in the
I
dark.
am not. I'm not following you.
change
Ah!
it
Fair
to
enough.
Daggerheart, actually.
Hey,
Oh yeah, yeah.
actually, that probably would get traction, but I don't want traction. I want us to have a dang old good time. I tell you what.
All right.
Nothing wrong with sharing
Um.
it though.
I know. They can get a catch up and watch episode 2.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. I'm Cece. I'm playing Eritrea today. Um. I take notes a lot. And I've got a funky little mushroom cap.
Mushroom cat. Hell yeah. Awesome. And then that leaves Bilo. You can tell a little something, something
Hello,
about yourself self.
hello. I am Bilo. I'm the Piss Queen. I am the local cryptid. I haunt many D&D games. You've likely seen me on Mellow the Fairy or Dice and Destinies. As a guest star. I am playing Hagra Axebreaker. She is a custom hybrid class isekai from a world that I am still obsessively building.
Yeah. Awesome.
I forgot to
All
mention that I have a seasoned Pathfinder DM or GM, I mean, and you could see a campaign where I'm doing it with DK as a player
Whoop whoop.
over at Dice Destinies.
Yep, this is where Ika comes and gets their revenge. I got.
Yeah.
Awesome. Sweet. Well then, I'm just gonna jump right into it. We're gonna start with some vignettes of everybody. I'm going to first find the damn maps and bring y'all here. Alright, so we're going to start in reverse order this time, and we're going to say below. Do you remember
Yes.
the name of your home planet?
yes, it is. Hold on, I gotta pull up my notes. Pull up my notes. It is, I believe, Velk of. Oh, frickadick. I'm sorry. I have so many notes.
It's okay. Gives me time to organize my notes.
Velkarosh.
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 All right. So we're going to open up on Velkarosh. You are in this war-torn planet from flora and fauna just at constant ends with one another. You've led a hard life. You only know strife. You only know struggle. You know, at least you have very strong blood running through your veins. Your father is a warlord, correct?
Yes.
And obviously, your mother would be his queen of whatever their title would be there. If it's just side piece. No, I'm just kidding.
Technically, she was not anything to him besides a torrential love affair. Very short-lived, but
Okay.
very passionate, and I wouldn't necessarily say loving, but
Right.
it was passionate.
Hell yeah. Well, you have the blood of passion running through you, the strength of your parents. You are on your own right now. You are currently hunting a god, as it is on your planet, that gods just free roam and run amok all over the place. That's a majority of the reason for all the war-torn tragedy and problems across this near barren wasteland. Can you describe the creature that you're currently on the hunt for?
So the creature's not necessarily a god itself. It is God touched, God changed, God mutated. It used to be a simple creature, but upon feasting on the memory of a dying god, it changed. It became fabled. This creature is named the Heart Thief. It is impossibly rare. Not many people have seen it, so there is only whisper and rumor. People have described it as a long, spindly wolf gone wrong, a bipedal creature with glowing red eyes and long, gnarled clawed fingers with horns jutting from the sides and back of its head. And its face is long, like the shape of a horse skull, but also a wolf. In other cultures and other worlds, it may be described as a Wendigo.
Perfect. That's what you're hunting. You are hot on its trail. It is night, near pitch black, but that's not entirely a problem for you as an adept hunter in this land, and especially as much smog covers the sky, blotting out the sun, even in the brightest times of the day. You've grown accustomed, with your cat-like abilities and attributes, to navigate this with ease. Is it assumed she's on all fours tracking, or is she more bipedal?
He is more bipedal outside of stealth.
Mm-hmm.
When she stealths, she does assume on all fours position because she can better distribute her weight that way.
Perfect. Well, you know that you're close. Do you think that Hagro would be moving in stealthily at this point?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. You're running.
Pause 1 second
Yeah.
about the stream. There is a recurring thing on my end. I'm not sure if it's on anyone else's, but it keeps like failing to load properly and like gives a red mark. It says your browser encountered an error while decoding the video.
Check your resolution settings. Are you on 1080p or 720p?
I should be on 720. as far as
No,
openness?
I'm at Ika.
Oh, okay.
Oh, on my end?
On your
Uh,
end. If you're on 1080p, and the streamer streaming at 720, Twitch has a like a hiccup where it can't connect because you're streaming at too high of a resolution versus what the streamer is streaming at.
Oh my god, we got a raid!
okay.
What's
Thank
a
you.
raid?
Thank you.
Are we getting dead? Is that what Vikings
Oh,
does?
you cosplay.
Hello!
Oh, Cam. Cute. The dogs. No, I'm sorry.
We got a part rated too.
How about...
DK, I did send you a message really quick.
Okay.
I spelled that wrong.
Hell yeah. Sounds good to me. That actually
Okay.
bodes well for the narrative. And I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
So let's do what was I looking for? Okay, so yeah, you were on all fours, you were stalking, you were getting close to your hunt, intending to end this thing's life. Less for revenge. Oh, wait. Oh, this isn't to end his life. You're hunting it for a different purpose.
No, she is hunting. The assumption would be to kill the creature. That is why most people would probably attack this creature. Hagra has a different purpose.
Wonderful.
And I don't mean to interrupt your narrative,
that's
but
perfect.
for Hagra, she is a child of two worlds.
Mm-hmm.
She is unwanted in one and banished from the other. She is a child of prophecy, of god blood. She is one of the rare few in her world that has a true name. Most are born with one, depending on who their parents are, but she was born with two. And then she awoken with her true name, which leads her to prophecy, which leads her to a tie-in to the greatest god, the most feared god, the beast beneath the world. And she does not want that. Her hunt is less about killing the creature and more about killing her bloodline, her prophecy, her memories.
This is a path of self-destruction.
This is a path of self-destruction.
Okay. Knowing that, you're being stealthy, but with each footfall, your pads begin to feel a resonating tremor. The one that you've been following that seemed to go quiet for a while, you start to feel the slightest vibrations under your bean toes. And you feel like it's getting more intense, as if whatever it is getting closer, but the cadence of it is not fast enough that it feels like this is bounding towards you. The cadence is more like it might be stalking you, and it's too heavy. As stealthy as it is, it's too heavy to hide from you. What would you like to do?
So she sees the creature, correct?
Sorry,
or does she
what was that
only
again?
hear it? I said she sees the creature, or does she only feel it moving?
She feels it, and she can discern from what direction it's coming from. But she can't see it.
She steals herself, takes a deep breath, and she knows what she's here for. She is not afraid to face this creature. And she moves out from where she is stealthing, where she is hiding. And she creeps into whatever clearing she can find so it can see her. Because while it is shrouded in rumor and myth, this creature is singularly hell-bent on feeding itself. It exists in a state of constant turmoil and hunger. for memories, bloodline, and prophecy, and she has all three to give it.
Then, with that said, you're moving towards it then at full speed.
Yes.
Okay. All right. You feel the vibrations stop, and then suddenly from behind you, you hear and feel raspy, hot breath beating down, seemingly enveloping the entire back of you. Not like on the back of your neck, something that's your size. This is something large. And you just see a looming, growling, God-touched living beast. And it stares down at you. And then quickly drops down to its haunches. Its face is directly in your face. It looks to gauge your reaction. Can you roll me a presence check?
Yes, I can.
First roll of the game. Let's go. First roll of the campaign.
Ooh, we do love a +0. Oh, I'm dumb. I rolled it on the website again.
Damn it.
Ooh.
Was it good?
Yes, it
Damn.
was.
Rip.
Rip-a-roni, dude.
I'll use it.
All right.
All right, so that's an 11. All right. On an 11, how do you say that this... knowing how you've explained it already, I imagine your character is not... If there's any fear, they're not going to show it, right? Or is there no fear at all? This is total acceptance. No second thoughts, no regrets?
No fear at all.
Okay.
She turns to face the creature, and she can see its maw open just enough. There was no sound that she could hear, just the absence of her name. Halger can feel her lineage sputter inside her, so close to this creature. Her mother's voice, her father's laugh, the old prayers she spoke, the rhythm of her clan's drumbeat. She can feel it almost being pulled out of her, siphoned, like a piece of her soul is being gently but inevitably sloughed off just by the sheer closeness of this creature. And the creature, it can see down from the base of her chin, her neck, between the valley of her breasts, her stomach, and deeper down still, a flare of a silver path, her tattoo. It glows with her bloodline as if her entire body is fighting. Her bloodline, her everything is fighting what it knows is about to happen.
And as that begins to glow, the beast takes notice of that. They're baffled at first by your resolve, but they quickly snap out of it. Primal instinct takes over. It reaches down, opens its mouth. Your flare lights up so blinding light that it pushes the creature back. As the creature flies backwards, in between the two of you, nearly directly in front of you, a large, deep purple, black abyss just opens up in front of you. A perfect oval with wisps of energy perforating, I don't know, just surrounding the fucking circle.
Emanating.
Yeah, emanating. That's the word. Damn it, you're better at this than I am. I love it. All right. Emanating from the portal and you feel the energy begin to pull you in. Do you resist?
Oh, her right shoulder jerks back, and she's trying to dig her digitigrade legs in. She's tensing muscles. The claws on her toes are grinding into the soft ground beneath her, and she goes, no. She spent 4 years since she was 15, trying to find this creature to end the pain of losing everything to this prophecy that ties her to this world. And here at the culmination, the precipice of the freedom she has dreamt of, this portal dragging her closer and closer, scores into the ground of her claws. And she is fighting with everything she has, but it is inevitable. She is dragged closer and closer, and she is screaming in Orkai, trying to fight it.
And with that, you feel, just as you're being dragged away, the earth under your fingernails densing and filling the space as you are sucked. The portal closes. You are in a black void, the last bit of earth you have under your own nails. And that's when we're going to pivot to our second player, Cece. What do you think that, or Tria, right?
Eritrea, yes.
Eritrea. Eritrea, I imagine the way I see it, it's probably day one as a freshman in a university that you've just been granted scholarship to. Does that sound right?
That sounds right.
Perfect. So Eritrea is on campus. She sees all these bustling bodies, tired faces, energetic, lively faces. Professors to and fro, people getting dropped off, people smoking weed on the quad. It's a chill place. What is Eritrea doing right now?
Eritrea is just walking around campus, trying to get a feel and a sense of direction in this place that she is going to be, presumably for the next 4 years. I imagine that she is carrying with her one of her favorite books, the series that revolves around a detective named Ford, and she's looking at professors, looking at the people that are tired, people that are energetic. She smells weed probably for the first time, and
She's so pure.
is just really trying to take this experience in. Her eyes are lighting up. She's excited. This feels like where she belongs.
Perfect. I will say it's a little overcast. It looks like it's about to start raining. You're on your way in there. We didn't cover, so we went over. Hagra is from their planet, War-Torn Land. You're from Earth, correct?
Yes.
Or was it somewhere else? Okay, cool. So yeah, just typical Earth weather. Looks like it's going to be a bad day, weather-wise. You have about 100 yards to the front entrance of the university. But you also see some people handing out like guides and stuff for new freshmen and all that. Just basically the welcoming committee that's walking around. One of them approaches you. Hi, my name's Lyle. I'm with the welcoming staff and the committee. You seem to be a little aloof, looking for some guidance. We have maps and itineraries on all day one expectations. Would you like a leaflet? I also have some other literature, and he starts digging in a little bag.
Yes, that would be really great. I am new. I'll take any information that you have. Um yeah, thank you.
Oh, perfect. Usually
And
everyone's
she
kind of overconfident about this.
Oh, well, I mean, uh I can be overconfident once I have information for what I'm doing. Um, and I think a map would definitely help right now. She kind of like looks up at the sky and holds like her book over her head. She doesn't want to get her hair wet. Um, she probably like, brushed it very neat to look good for the first day. Um, and is like, oh no, like all the effort I just put in.
Oh, yep, because it's about to start. As he's handing you this map and this literature and just commending you on honestly just being an open-minded individual. That's a very humble stance in general, just to be able to take information and grow from it. Yes, and he's handing this stuff over to you, and then little platters of rain start hitting it, and it starts getting heavier and heavier.
Oh,
Oh dear! And
oh,
he puts the stack of papers over his head and takes off running. He doesn't bother to help you after that. Uh, it starts pouring.
oh, was it, where should I go for the,
It's on the map!
uh,
He runs off.
he furiously unfolds the map. There is
Lightning
no
and
like
thunder.
you are here, so she's like, um, okay, that building kind of looks like an L. I can see, oh, there's like 5 L-shaped buildings on here. Uh, uh, and she kind of can't find her way that quickly as the drops are now hitting the map. So she decides to just take off running towards the nearest building she can see.
She takes off running, and that is so Irtria to be able to take enough context, but know when it's time to book it, and follow their whimsy, and say, "Heck it, we're going in blind." But as you're doing so, you hear like from somewhere above creaking metal, just, and it sounds like it's something. Actually, can you give me? I believe it's awareness, or let me see what it's called.
Um,
Gotta pull it up real quick. I should have had Demiplane open.
that's okay.
Playing like a scrub. Sorry, give me an instinct check.
Okay.
Ooh, 17 with fear. So this actually plays perfectly into the narrative. You absolutely clock it. You can tell what it is near directly above you. You can tell what it is some kind of vertical metal structure, and as you look up at it, you see a steeple at the top of the building, and it's just teetering back and forth. You can tell it might have been hit by lightning in that crash earlier. There's some structural damage, and it is now leaning, and it's almost like as the wind blows, it's rotating in a circle gyroscopically at the point that it's about to break. And as you look up to see it, it cracks at the base and starts beelining directly towards you, and it is sharp. Can you make me
Oh God.
can you make me an agility check? Uh, I also forgot to give myself a fear. I'm going to use these beer bottle caps that I have to track my fear.
Um, I'm trying to see something.
Oh, if you have some helpful
Yeah.
tools in your tool belt.
Don't think I do.
Okay, a 12 with hope. That's so what happens. This is all happening so fast. At 1 minute, you were wide-eyed and ready to start your first day of school, in your freshman year, in this brand new college that you were so excited to start. You were given some literature. You were about to be given guidance to go on your way. Whenever a fucking storm busts out of nowhere, a steeple comes down to try to kill you, you are able to dodge quick on your feet, as quick as you are in mind. You jump to the left and do the time warp. No, you jump to the left, and narrowly miss this steeple. But when you look over, you're doing a dive, so you're in midair. There's no way to change direction. But you look forward and you see a black and purple, deep purple portal sphere, perfect ovulescent shape, just appear in existence, emanating with a purple and black aura around it. There's no way you can dodge this, and you feel it pulling on you. Your last second in this plane, is there anything you want to... You can't escape, but is there anything you want to do situationally? Look around, anything? Try to grab at the earth, whatever you'd like to try to do?
Yeah, she's gonna look around. First, she wants to see if there's any like other people around
It looks like
that
most of the
may
people
have.
have fled. Actually, go me ahead. Go
Yeah.
ahead, and if you don't mind, giving me another instinct check. 19 with fear. You...
She's worried that there's other people that may have gotten hurt.
Oh my god, of course she is. You look around, and you can see that the reason that you were pushed and able to get that amount of air to avoid it is that same jerk who handed you the things and ran off saw your predicament and ran to push you, and he ended up taking the steeple through his chest, and he's just...
No!
Yep,
What?
he's dead. And that's the
No!
last thing you see. You're sucked into your purple.
No.
And that brings us to our third player.
Oh.
Are you serious?
It's with fear,
Oh
baby.
no.
It was a
Oh
good...
no.
You clocked it. God, I love this game. All right. Ika.
Mhm.
Is this multiverse Japan, or is this like this isn't our
Yeah,
true
this
timeline Japan, is it?
right. This is like an alternate timeline.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
So in another
but very
plane...
much like the Earth.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
No, go ahead. What were you gonna say, please?
Yeah, very much like the Earth. Either anything you can imagine happening on Earth, it's probably happened here, except it's a slightly alternate timeline, and uh, you see zooming in on the Japan area, is where this takes place.
Perfect. Then, yes, what we're going to do is we are going to close in on a large palace. Actually, a modest palace, not a large palace. Large for the other houses around it, but small for a place that you would expect to find an emperor residing. Um, we are beautiful, structured, that typical, you know, Japanese aesthetic. I forgot the pagoda style. That's the word I'm looking for. Pagoda style tower, all the way up on the top floor, and we see a very old and noble man on his deathbed, surrounded by loved ones, doctors, cohorts. The emperor's dying. They have lived a long and hard life where they worked their ass off to protect their people before they ever became an emperor. They earned their right to emperor whenever they roamed the lands, removing the evil things and upholding the honor and code of a samurai, a ronin. Ika, you're I'm so bad, but I gotta remember to use the actual names. But we're gonna say emperor, because you're not Emperor
Yeah.
Slippy.
Uh,
You are just a
yeah.
human,
Emperor
right?
Emperor Muramasume is what I was thinking.
Can you say that again? Sorry.
Muramasume.
Muramasa?
Muramasume.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, Emperor Muramasa. I can do it better. Emperor, I can't believe you would leave us like this. One of your royal guards is standing next to you. Your work isn't done. And he's kneeled next to you.
Okay, my my friend, I there is a time and a place for everything, even death. I fear I cannot stay much longer to do any more ruling.
I I know I have to accept it. And you're
Uh,
sure this wasn't an attack? You weren't poisoned? I want to kill someone for you, my lord. Bows his head.
if you wish to kill someone, kill um any evil within your hearts, for the um the Buddha will will surely grant you wisdom.
Honestly, dope line. I'm not gonna lie. I got chills. I was like, yes. I know I'm biased as a Buddhist, but that was cold. I love it. All right. Yes, I forgot my teachings. I thank you always. And he backs away. Is the emperor married
Uh, let's
or children?
no,
Okay.
no children, no, not married.
There are that
He
everyone.
has devoted his whole life to the service, and hasn't had time to do any of that.
Your people think of you as their guardian and parent, and they look to you as children. They,
Yeah.
you are being surrounded by loved ones. You would do anything to protect them. Is there anything you'd like to say to your people? You can feel the end is coming. You can feel your breath's becoming more labored. You can feel your muscles begin to go from a state of relaxed to maybe early onset rigor mortis. You're you're on death's door and you know it, but you're happy. You're fine. You've done all that you could. Assumedly, at least that's what you're telling your people. Is that how you think the emperor feels?
Yeah. And he says kind of quietly enough to where the people near him can hear him, but maybe not people from far away. Um, he says, "My only regrets in life was that I could not hone my skills with the blade. Perhaps in the next life I may get a chance."
And that being said, you are now clutching to your katana, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, you're holding your katana. You intend to be buried with it so that you may take it to the next life with you in that regard. And metaphorically speaking, obviously you can't take material
Hmm.
goods, but the concept of bringing that wisdom with you to the next life is made easier by having your totem.
Exactly.
As you have that thought, you see a you start to close your eyes. You see weeping family, loving friends, everyone honoring your memory. And even though you're happy, your eyes begin to water themselves and they start to close and you know it's coming. And but right before you do, you see a deep purple and black, ominous, ovular portal void just open up behind your patrons and start zooming towards you.
I at first uh fear and shock express themselves on my face, but then as I see it coming, I grow relaxed and I say, great Buddha.
As you do, can you make me an instinct check?
Yeah. Let's see. Character sheet's loading. Hold on.
No
Because
worries.
I closed it, I guess. Okay, instinct. Let's go.
Oof.
Okay.
That's a 6 with fear.
Oh.
What happens, that's what you want to do. But instead, you get a completely bad vibe from this. You know that this isn't the Buddha anymore, and you begin to panic. What if this hurts your people? And if you don't mind me, I want to give your character some flair for how they get absorbed into this, if you don't mind.
Sure, sure.
Okay. You were on death's door. You were feeling that last breath. Everyone saw your fatigue. You couldn't do anything. But as this comes closer and your fear grows, you're worried for your people. And this old, fragile, dying man leaps up as if not a day over 20, has all the spryness in the world, pulls and draws his blade and tries to slash at the circle and gets pulled in. Everyone's mind's fucking blown. They're like, this bitch was dead. What do you mean? And instead, you pop up and slash at this void that you don't know if they saw or not. But it pulls you in. As it pulls you in, you feel yourself. And this is what you would all be feeling in some form or fashion. There will be some differentiations, and we'll get to that in a second, but the Emperor's first. You're being pulled through. This is lights and streaks and darkness. It was somehow illuminated streaks of darkness just flying past you, and you feel your skin, the wrinkles smooth, and then begin to wrinkle again, and then smooth, and then wrinkle again, and then the shade that it was before, a more olive pale, begins to turn to a forest green. You feel your fingers begin to come, webs develop between them, and you start getting these frog-like limbs, and you can feel your face begin to distort. Your nose pulls in, your mouth and chin move forward and becomes more turtlesque. You feel your hair fall out as your skull begins to extend through your skin on the top of your head and spread out like a turtle shell as it covers you, much like a Ronin's straw hat. You still have your sword in hand, but you can tell something insane has happened, and you get popped out the other side, and you land on the hardwood floor of a boat. And that's whenever we're going to switch back to Hagra, who last we saw was getting pulled through this void. You are flying through Hagra. You are crushed. You had your goal. It was right there. And now you're traveling through this black void. And nothing about your appearance is changing at all. It is the same void experience, but physically nothing has altered you. How is Hagra feeling right now?
Angry and despondent.
Mm-hmm.
Angry because her goal was taken from her. It was right there. It was about to pounce. It was about to finally free her from this hellish prophecy she's been living under that she doesn't even understand. There's no scroll, there's no priestess or priest, whispering divine words to her. It is simply a feeling she has lived with her whole life since, well, for 4 years anyway, since she devoured the heart of the right binding she was supposed to do when she was to marry the war chief her father had told her she would marry. That god shard that had been in that heart to bind her to her new husband, it spoke to her, but in words she couldn't quite grasp. And it was prophecy. And now, as she floats in this void, she realizes in anger from not being able to be removed from it, and in despondency that she is probably trapped here. She doesn't know what's going to happen, and she just floats there, kind of motionlessly, arms and legs dangling below her, head tilted back, just closing her eyes and waiting for whatever end will take her.
as you do, you pop out the other end, clattering on the wooden floor. And that's where we're going to switch over to Eotria. Floating through your void, you have a lot to process. You just saw a dead man. How are you feeling?
She is so overwhelmed and is worried that that was her fault and is upset because she was very intrigued by this portal and she actually wanted to kind of explore it, but she wasn't ready to go in it. She wanted to try and help save this man, and she doesn't know if he will get any kind of medical attention to help him, and so she's at that point where she's so overwhelmed she can't kind of cry.
Just that numb. Yeah. Then as you're pulling through and you're feeling that numbness, you start to look down and you see boils begin to form on your arm. It would seem like boils, but they keep growing taller until eventually they burst from your skin with stems underneath, and you realize they're more fungulescent fungi. You feel yourself actually begin to shrink. You are already a short person and you become even shorter. Your hair, which is perfectly kept usually and matches your whimsy, now begins to sprout mushrooms as well, and a giant cap, just a skull cap just like your skull, you can feel it soften, press, and burst through the skin and then envelop it. It happens so quick it doesn't even feel natural. None of this feels natural. How do you feel about this?
She kind of looks at these mushrooms in horror. She kind of goes to like shakily like touch her head and feels this weird soft mushroom cap, and she's just like, this can't be real. This can't be real. Can't be real.
And as you're thinking that it can't be real, you pop out the other side, clattering across the wood, and you see a dimly lit room. For a split second before some guards, and this happened to all of you as well. Normally I'd give you all a chance to contest this, but for narrative purposes, guards grabbed you. They were ready to grab you the minute you spat out. So they had you, disarmed you if any of you had weapons. Hagra is a weapon. So they
grab Hagra,
yeah.
use Hagra as a weapon.
Yeah. And it's the steel chair. No. And it's just Hagra. But no. All of you have been in some form restrained by either ropes or chains and something to keep you from fighting back. Whether you choose to fight back is totally fine for roleplay purposes, but know that there's not a way to escape at this time. But you all are in there. Yeah.
We're being surrounded by guards.
There are only 2 guards, but they are big, beefy guards. They are giants. They're half giants, so they're like, I think like 8 or 9 feet tall. And they have y'all in restraints for the moment. And one of them leans down and says, "Hey, don't worry about it. We're just doing our job. It's not really, we don't need a whole lot of resistance from you guys. We're just supposed to be, we transport the goods, really, so it's not personal. I don't want you to get, like, upset or anything. If you need, do you want some water? Maybe some food?" And he's just, like, leaning down. The other guy says, "What the fuck, dude? Like, that's not part of the job either." "Yeah, but, like, we don't have to be dicks about it, you know? We can be nice." And he slaps him. "Go get him some water." And he goes off to get them some water.
I was gonna do something with the guard that was leaning down.
Oh, you can if you want to. We can retcon that. And let's say before he gets slapped, but before he leaves, what do you do?
So I'm thinking, you know, Hagra landed on her side.
Mm-hmm.
Gets restrained. And now she's like laying on her back, looking up at this creature. She has no idea what this is. for some reason she could understand the language, even though its mouth is moving in shapes she can't quite like. She hears the words, but her brain is not interpreting its mouth movements as words. And she rolls up backwards onto her shoulders. And so they're like 9 feet tall. She's about 6'8". And her long, powerful legs wrap around the neck of the guard that's leaning down, basically like thighs against neck, and she wraps her legs around his neck and starts squeezing really hard.
Oh shit! No, please! I need that to breathe. Ah! And then the other guard, hey! I said, damn it! And they both are able to. They have to work hard. Actually, let's see how hard they have to work. Go ahead and make me a strength check.
Oh, on roll 20. Don't roll another really good roll and then not be able to use it.
Wasting crits. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
Dang.
That's 14. Is it showing your hope or fear? Because it doesn't seem like it's doing that for some reason.
Am I rolling with hope?
Well, everything is hope and fear. You do both die both times.
Oh, I didn't have both die, I guess.
I mean, you have to, otherwise
No,
you wouldn't have been able to get the 14.
It's showing for me, so she got 11 hope and 1 fear.
Oh, that's weird. I wonder why I can't see it.
And then I have a +2 as well, so.
Yeah, I just see trait roll, which is weird. Like, that's all it says for me. And no, I can't see any of the dice. That's okay. As long as you guys let me know what you rolled, and if it's hope or fear, then, so whichever number is higher, let me know.
Oh, anytime you roll with hope, meaning your hope die rolled higher than your fear die, I gained a hope. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works. So if you got a 14, what was your hope die on that one?
11, and my fear was 1.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, you crushed that shit, and you gain a hope. So these guys are fucking struggling. They are prying at these legs like humans trying to undo Jaws of Life shit. Like fucking, it's not gonna happen. And then they call up to the decks, and another giant comes in, and it takes 3 of these giants to finally get your giant quads off this dude's neck quick enough. It's like if you've ever seen people try to like free someone from a boa constrictor's grasp, it's like that. And he barely is able to
every time they
slip
pull
out.
her leg away,
It gets tighter.
her leg like snaps back, and they're like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, they can't. You see them physically struggling, but they finally are able to pop that dude's head out, and then they bound your knees together. Go to right.
Her tail fucking lashes, and her ears are folded back. And she's snarling in Orkai, Grumashaksta.
Yeah, well, groom your Shakta, okay? This is where you are guest on this ship. Well, you're not a guest. You're property on this ship. You need to behave so you can get food, so you can get water. Okay? So, take it easy. And then that's the third giant, and he leaves. This crew seems, of the 3 that you've seen so far, only one of them kind of seems like a dick. Otherwise, they don't really seem super combative. They seem like guys that are doing their job, but then again, so are Nazis. So, that's not an excuse on their part. It's just saying these are guys who don't have a stake in trying to fight y'all more than they have to. So, if you're going to lash around and do that, sure, they're just going to distance you and try to, put some barrels around you so you can't roll away. Not that you could roll anyway, because this is an inlet bay. You'd have to go upstairs, and there's not really a way that y'all could get up the stairs that the guards are guarding right now. Not bound anyway.
I have a quick DM question.
Yeah, what's that?
I got a roll earlier that was primarily hope. Does that mean I gain a hope?
Yes, every time you roll and you get a hope, and you roll with hope, you get a hope. If your fear die is higher, I get a fear token.
Okay, cool.
But yeah.
I think Eritrea she's just going to be sort of like when the guards grab her.
Mm-hmm.
She just kind of goes completely weak in the knees, like she is numb, and then she looks. Are we in the same room?
Yeah, y'all are all you watched all this happen just now.
Um, she watches whatever's going on with Hagra and is just like, I have never seen a creature that looks like this, or someone trying to strangle somebody else like that. And she just starts kind of silently like crying. She's like, I
Uh,
I just wanted to go to my biology class. I don't Where are we?
and my samurai, who used to be Muramatsune, is gonna be like in fear of these new creatures that he's never seen before, and he's gonna like try to get as far away from these two as possible.
So, the Emperor Reborn Slippy, making their debut as a new species altogether, fumbles into another corner. You can see one of the guards has your katana on their back. The guards are kind of caught between watching Irtria and watching Hagra as empaths for the newly found fungi girl, and out of necessity for Hagra. So, that said, y'all also notice another person outside of y'all that seemingly normal, but incredibly short, halfling man in monk-like robes, who, with short curly hair, brown eyes, bulbous nose, rounded features, very Pixar energy. And y'all see him, he is also bound, but he is just sitting in the corner and meditating. He has his eyes closed, but he looks out. He opens them when he hears the crying. Hey there, child, what's wrong with you? I hear you crying. Are you alright?
Uh, no, I just went through something really traumatic, and then as soon as I appeared, I mushroom and the guards. I don't know where I am, and I just want to learn about mitosis.
Well, if you start crying, I'm gonna start crying. And he comes over. Can I give you a hug? And he's like wiggling.
Yes, I need a hug.
Okay, and he has like just his elbows are bound to his sides, and he just wraps his little forearms around you, and y'all just kind of have a cry. Yeah, no, I think I wanted to be strong,
Where are
but
we?
I'm not strong either. And he starts sobbing with you.
Hagra sees this, and her eyes narrow, and you just hear her go, ugh, Utherek Vamash.
Yeah, you can have a hug too. He lets go of and like waddles on his knees over with his little forearms extended. Come on, and he's doing the bring it in gesture with his wrists and his hands. Just come on, come on, let it out.
Her lips curl back, and all he sees are like very sharp top and bottom canine teeth, and she hisses at him like a cat.
he pivots on his heels and 180s back to Irtra. Irtra. Okay, so that one doesn't like hugs. What about you? And he starts crying again and waddling towards Slippy. What about you, young lady? And that's the first you realize someone's addressed you that way, Slippy.
Yeah. Slippy's gonna say, gonna first look around, see who this person's trying to talk to, and then realizing that it is themselves, and themselves, is gonna say, young lady," and then with the sound of her own voice, she's going to realize that she is now a woman. And she's gonna say, "That's unexpected, and then I'm gonna say, you, young child, what's what is this place, and who are these people or things?
Oh, okay. So no hug? He's standing there
Uh,
with his forearms out, doing the bring it in gesture.
goes ahead and reciprocates the hug.
Okay, yeah. No, and you gotta let it out too. It's cathartic. And he starts crying into your shoulder. You didn't ask for this, but it's happening.
Child,
I'm 40.
young.
He hugs you again. No, he's not 40. He's actually like 20 something. Like he's in his 20s. But I just thought that'd be
But
funny.
he still says it's funny though, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm 25. Oh God.
20. what, what happened?
Get it together, man.
What happened to your height?
Oh, I was born this way. I'm a, as my people would call it, a short king.
Oh, okay then. I've
Not an actual
seen
king.
some. I've heard of folks that are somewhat short, but I've never seen any this short.
Ah, we're a dime a dozen. Well, I feel better after crying. So, time to answer some questions. First and foremost, I imagine all of you got sucked up by a big purple, blackish, bluish circle-y thing, huh?
Slippy gets combative and says, "Are you in league with that thing?"
Oh, geez, Louise, no, I've just got eaten up by it and spit right out. I was in the middle of doing my mantras. I was in the middle of my 45th Om Mani Padme Hum, but shrink got taken away. I don't even know what was happening. I was just killing time with my eyes closed. There was a big storm going on and all that, but I just had my eyes closed, was meditating, and then heard the sound of some kind of vortexy falumfalump or something, and when I opened my eyes, there it was, sucked me right up, like a little vacuum. Um, so that's what happened to me. Definitely not in league with that. None of that. But is it fair to say that that's what happened to you all?
Uh, Eritrea is uh looking at this man just in like confused, not awe, but just sort of like, what in the. And she's not sure whether she should be paying attention to him or trying to like find a way out of this room. Like, are the guards still in here?
Did you ask if the guards are still here? Sorry, I was fixing
Yeah.
something on my end. Yes, the guards are still very much here. They're watching all of this play out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hagra, as they're talking, Hagra like shifts on the floor, and then very agilely rolls herself forward into like a jump onto the balls of her feet. Well, her paws, um, like towering over all of them. She looks past Ertrea and Slippy right at the small, weak flesh creature. He reminds her of the Bastion born just a little bit, but way less impressive. And she stalks forward, tail flashing behind her, and she goes, "Look, Vragra Vethnerzak, I don't have time for this. Do you have an idea of how to get out of here?
No?
Then you are useless."
Does that make you equally as useless because you also do not have an idea for how to get out of here?
There's a door, isn't there?
Oh, go open it.
She's gonna walk over and she's gonna start
She
kicking
can't
the
walk.
shit out of that door.
Her knees are tied together.
She's gonna wiggle over there
Yeah,
and
and
she's
then
gonna
as
fucking
soon
start.
as you start wiggling, the giant grabs you by the ankles and by the tail, so that you can't crawl
Oh!
away.
Oh,
And the other
he
one's
touched
seeing
her
him.
tail. That's not.
Yeah, I mean, you have full permission to like kick him back if you want, and like that's like a no thing to do. Uh, you don't have to. You're not stuck just being like this. That's just what he grabbed for because he saw you lashing with your tail, and he does not. He's no longer treating you like. He's not going to underestimate you. Is basically they all understand that you're bad, so they are all 100% on guard and ready to stop whatever you have cocked and loaded in your
as
current
soon as
balanced
that
state.
as soon as the giant grabs her tail, she whips around, and all of them can see from the bottom of her throat all the way down her chest, disappearing into the hem of her pants, a flare of iridescent white, silvery light as a tattoo that does not show up on her skin normally just bursts into view, and her eyes go just completely silver, just no pupil, no nothing. And she snarls and she says, "Do not touch my tail. You are not my mate intended." And then if I could make like a strength check to try and break the rope around my legs.
I will say that I purposely. This is magical rope that you will not be able to break, but I was going to ask you to make a strength check for when you whipped around, and it's a low DC 5. Like, just don't roll low.
I wasn't.
And this is going to be dope. All right, that's 12. With hope or fear? I can't see it.
Fear.
Okay. The fear aspect of this is, honestly, I'm just going to take an extra token because I want you to have this. So, because he grabbed you in an area he should not have grabbed you, and
this is a very grab him by the pussy kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. So, your strength being a 12, DC 5, when you whip around and you scream, "You are not my mate," one, you see it register in this guy's eyes. Oh, and before he can get embarrassed and let go, you see that he's detensifying. But with the weight of your legs, you have your legs together, like you're on your back, you're whipping around and using your legs like a pendulum to smack this guy while he's holding your tail, and the tail adds resistance, which almost slingshots the dude across the fucking rig, and he just slams into the side of the boat. And the other guard from earlier comes in, and they're like, "She's at it again! We told you not to be
problem!"
And he's like, "I'm sorry." And the other guard gets up, he's like, I'm sorry, I fucked up. That one was on me. I didn't know that was like a delicate spot. Super gross. I'll go wash my hands. I'll bring you some sanitizer. So sorry." And
her tail's all puffed up.
Yeah, he walks off. The other one finally comes back with water. He actually has food that looks good. There are like fresh baked rolls, a beautifully oven roasted turkey that looks like it was stoked in flame to where the inside is still juicy, but the outside is blackened and seasoned, and a crisp that doesn't say this is burnt, but says that this is done. And they start carving y'all off pieces and stuff like that. Hey, at least the spread's good. After all that happens, Eritrea, were you gonna do something? I think.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Eritrea. It's okay.
No, you're good.
Eritrea, like, she kind of raises a hand and looks towards the guards. Well, I don't know. Is she bound in any way, actually?
She's bound so far, everybody except for Hagra is just bound around the midsection, so at the elbows, to where you can still move your arms, but like as if your elbows were tucked to your ribs. Like that's about of the range of motion that you have.
Yeah, she's tied around her knees too.
Yeah, she's
gonna like raise her arm as much as she can and look to the guards, like she's like,
asking a question.
Okay, question. Yeah.
"Oh yeah, what is it? You're not gonna choke me with your legs, are you?" And he stands back. He's a giant.
She looks down at her legs that are even shorter than normal, and she's like, "God dang it, why are no,
Okay.
I think I don't know where I am, and I think that there's been a mistake. I don't seem to fit in with this crowd, and I'd like to go home.
Oh, yeah, no, we get that a lot. So we don't really have any autonomy over it. It just kind of happens. We run this vessel. We're part of a bigger organization. This just happens, and we have to take you to Æther Isle, where you'll be booked, checked in, and all your information will be kept. And then basically you'll be forced into some gladiatorial games. They're
What?
pretty fun. You know, they got monsters, they got like title fights and stuff. Huh?
I, I, I don't know how to fight.
Oh, don't worry.
I'm
Court
just
will
a
get you all
small
sorted out.
girl.
He makes the best fighters. I swear, that man. I have 2 court tattoos. You want to see him? And he starts lifting his sleeve.
She like shuts her eyes and like puts her hands over her face and like shakes her head. And she's like, no,
Oh,
I,
oh.
I don't think I'm supposed to be here. And if you have such good fighters, why do you need new ones?
Oh, a lot of them die in combat. Probably should have led with
Crying.
that. No, don't cry. Chicken? And he slides the plate over. These people have been
It's
desensitized.
just turkey.
Oh, I don't know my birds, really. I'm not an ornithologist. I'm kind of just like a boat guy.
Um, can you undo this? I can't move my arms to
Oh,
eat.
jeez. I'm really not supposed to. Are you gonna run
Do you
away?
think I could?
That's true, because
I
I'm
don't
nice.
think we can. I don't think I could move my legs or tried.
That's fair.
And like, if you look, her legs are like shaking.
Oh my god. Oh, jeez. All right. But just you. Maybe the turtle, because he looks cool. She looks cool. Sorry. And go over. It's really hard to tell on an amphibian, you know, like, you know, got the monchichis. And then walks over to Ertria. And before he does this, can you give me a presence roll?
Oh, my negative stat. Yes.
I will say I'll give you advantage.
The hoggers just lay there growling.
I'll give you yeah, no shit. There's no one's untying her. I'll say you can have advantage on it. So that's an extra d6 on top of it.
Okay. What is? Okay. What do you mean an extra d6?
So did you already
Like-
make the roll?
I did.
Okay. So if now, let's just remember that it was. Just we can re-roll the whole thing. We don't need. That was a practice
Okay.
run. And then whenever you click it, you'll see it says advantage or disadvantage. There should be.
Okay.
If you click that, it'll add an extra d6 on it. All right, 19 with fear.
Yeah.
So for this one, yeah, again, I think you pled your case well. I am not going to worry about making any negative repercussions on this. I say you succeed with a 19, but I will take another chunky fear token. Name, name, name.
I am just feeding you fear.
I have 6
That's-
of them. Okay.
I knew that this character was gonna do. I knew that I was gonna do this with my rolls, but
I'm hungry. No. Awesome.
she's gonna be like, thank you,
Yeah, no problem.
and then just kind of look around. She looks at the turtle woman because they seem to be like the nicest looking person there, and she's a little wary of this halfling that is too emotional and it makes her emotional. And she's just gonna be like, what's your name?
Well, my name was Muramasume, but judging by my new features, perhaps a name change will come in handy. I seem to have been reborn, and start thinking around, listing off some different names like Larry and but he's like, no, that's a man's name, and like Josephina, and he's like, no, that won't do, and then he finally lands on Slippy. And he's like, Slippy, that'll do.
You just hear.
Slippy.
Sorry, go ahead. No.
It's nice to meet you, I guess. I'm Eritrea.
Nice to meet you, Eritrea. I don't know what this is. The great Buddha has seen fit to reborn me, perhaps, but it didn't seem like it's when the portal came. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I'm in this new body. I I feel amazing though. I feel like I'm young again.
Wait a minute.
I
You
yeah.
hear when you say the Buddha,
hmm
the halfling
hmm
turns around. Wait a minute. Or actually, it's more like, wait a minute. He's got a mouthful of chicken. You're a Buddhist too? And he eats his food, waddles over. I'm a Buddhist too. Oh my God, how are you? Namaste. That's
Buddha. So
curious.
are you from Earth?
Yeah, of course. Are y'all? You're from Earth. You at least know it. And then I didn't introduce myself. Slippy, beautiful name, by the way. Slippy, Irtria. I am Gary Lindling from a long line of Lindlings. I've been through. This is about my 15th, 16th incarnation, I think. If my meditation soothes me well enough, I was actually on my way to Bodhisattva, I'm pretty sure. I could feel the clarity. I just gotta get a better rein on my emotions. I'm blathering. Listen, it's weird that two Buddhists were abducted. Is that weird? That's weird, right? Like, we're not all Buddhists, I imagine. Atria, you a Buddhist?
If I had a nickel for every time a Buddhist came onto this boat at this exact time, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that happened twice.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Uh, no, but I'm from Earth.
Okay. It's interesting that you guys look like that from Earth, because I've never seen anything like that. Slippy, if anything, I'd say you look like the mythological Kappa of the Japanese folklore. But judging by the
So
way
I'm
you've
a
been,
Kappa?
what's that?
So I'm a Kappa now?
I mean, that's what you look like to me. I was thinking we were homebrewing the race by doing the ancestry that way. If you wanted to.
Yeah, we were.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, we were. I
Let's do
just
it.
my character hasn't seen herself
Oh
in
shit,
a
that's true.
reflection yet, so
Oh
yeah.
yeah, actually he and he has a bag of we're gonna say a bag of holding. I know that's branded and it doesn't exist. There's some kind of bullshit sack in this world. I don't know what it's called. But he pulls into a bag. He doesn't have anything dangerous, but he does pull out a mirror and holds it up to show you what you look like.
Hey, I don't look half bad for a
No,
Kappa.
looks pretty cool actually. Most of them got that bald spot on the head. Not that I'm judging. It looks kind of like a natural yarmulke, but who's to say? You look good, friend.
Er Eritrea is gonna like kind of scoot over and take a peek at herself in the mirror
Yep,
and just like
angles it.
gasp and like, oh, does this giant mushroom cap make my hair look bad?
I actually think it works like a beautiful sun hat. You know? Get you a little parasol to go with it, you'd look adorable. A little picnic scene.
You
And then.
look great, my child.
Gives a little smile, but then she kind of hears like the rolling around that Hagra is doing and kind of looks over and is like, uh, uh, what's your name?
Hagra, like, cause she was just kind of like rolling around, like, she's
Just been
her
thrashing.
arms are tied, her knees are tied, like her tail's thrashing on the floor, and she's just like rolling around because she's irritated,
Mm-hmm.
and mostly like trying to test the strength of the ropes, which are not budging. And she hears Eritrea's question and like looks at her, and her slit pupils kind of like narrow a little bit. I am I am Hagra Axebreaker.
Uh, that's quite a
It's a badass
fearsome
last
name.
name.
It's nice to meet you, Hogrod the Axe Breaker.
It is the name
I
my father gave me.
Are you from Earth as well?
I do not know what Earth means.
Well, what were you like before you came here? What did you look like?
Well, what do I look like now?
You're tall. You have a long tail, ears, kind of feline-esque.
Then I have not changed.
That's
Short on
interesting.
Earth, and I'm even shorter now.
So, then I was pointing the mirror, Gary was pointing the mirror at Hagra this whole time, but realizing that they don't need it because they probably know what they look. Has Hagra, I imagine in pools of water and stuff, they know what they look like. I don't know how war-torn it is if there's no fucking mirrors on that planet or
Well,
whatever, but...
so small context, there are civilizations like the Orcai are orcs. If there are mirrors, it's like polished metal or things like that. But like the Mirkin and like the Bashenborn and all of them, like there some civilizations are slightly more advanced than others. She just comes from a more like orcish um settlement. But like the Bashenborn, you could say were like the humans, and then stuff like that. So there
Okay.
are mirrors and stuff. It is like a very standard fantasy world, but it is way more primal and savage.
Right.
Um,
Gotcha.
so she does know what she looks like.
Perfect. So, we have 3 Earthlings, and one... You are... a... very beautiful. But like a cat person or what? Like,
I am known as a Pharaoh Orak.
oh,
I am from Velkarash.
Valkarash. I can't say I've ever heard of it. This is curiouser and curiouser.
Yes, the the realm is Velkarash, but commonly called the Wild Moons.
Well,
Eritrea's gonna take out her little damp map. Look at it. Look for those words. Just shrug.
Gary leans over your shoulder. Anything?
No.
Dang it! All of a sudden, y'all hear a whistle blowing. It's just offshore, uh, and you can hear people getting more lively up top. And you hear voices coming down. All right, get 'em ready. We're coming up on dock. Go ahead, get ready to hoist, drop the anchor. We're doing all boat shit and stuff. And you'll feel the boat. It's been gently rocking this entire time. Finally make port and stop. When y'all are, this is the part of stuff that I actually have written down. So, suddenly you hear someone on the dick. On the dick. So, ew, I don't want to hear that. No, alright. Suddenly, you hear someone above deck shout, Æther Isle ahoy! Everyone prepare to dock! You feel the ship come to a rest as you're hoisted up by the guards. You make it above deck and see a gangly crew of swarthy miscreants, sea-hardened slavers who don't even acknowledge your presence. You realize it's around evening as your eyes adjust to the remaining sunlight cresting the horizon. Before you is a dock as expected, but beyond that is a stretch of desert and mountain island. You're being offloaded on a seemingly barren peninsula. Guard. Alright, move it along, you lot. This ain't time to be talking. This ain't time to be taking in the scenery, and he pushes you. And he's the roughhead, but he's stood Hagra. Actually, Hagra, are you going to be fighting this whole time?
If they, so I put in chat. I said Hagra is being carried by two guards with one hand
that's
under each armpit,
literally
and
exactly
she's like,
what I was gonna say.
like twisted, and her tail's going mad, and she's like, "Fuck, I
Absolutely
hate these
feral.
people."
As you are thrashing, unable to escape, but ever the feral. You were, in fact, I was actually going to have it, since you're bound at the elbows and at the knees, it's just one carrying from that rope and one carrying from the other rope. So you're almost like baggage claim.
Right,
Carried.
and they're carrying it from the back.
Yeah.
So her front is like facing the ground.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. It's like a Shibari lunchbox. I got no. But all right.
Everyone is looking at her because she is not being locked up. She's being carried.
You will actually be surprised to see that only the guards are paying attention. None of the other staff seem at all phased at anything that is happening. Normally, you'd expect people to, but these people appear to be desensitized to what's happening. They're taking y'all along the dock. An armed guard shoves you, and as you're being led off the ship, eventually off the dock, you see what appear to be merchant shops way off in the distance to the north. If you look at the main map, you'll see some docks in the southwest corner there with the little lighthouse. So that's where y'all are being offloaded. And there's shops up north the peninsula. But y'all are instead gonna move everybody
I feel like
to a new
as this
location.
is going on,
With
if
new
it's
music.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Eritrea's eyes would be like darting around like furiously, like she has no idea where she is, what is going on. She's scared. But in her head, she's like, okay, I need to note down where we are, what things look like, what's going on. What would Ellie do? What would Ellie do? What would Ellie do? We'll wed. We'll wed. And she's doing that thing where she's like looking at the guards that are like carrying Hagra and like making mental notes of like their facial features and everything like that. She's, counting the boats that she sees, off the shore. Like she's just sort of trying to take in everything and store it.
Perfect.
Note to the GM here. We might need to refresh 2 of our tokens here because
Are you not able to control them?
just to get the token, the right circle thing. You know how me and CC.
Gotcha.
CC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am also not present.
True. Let me grab
Oh yeah.
Let's grab a brand new Hagra, and then a Treya, and Slippy. I thought I was being slick setting all these up ahead of time. Alright.
I also cannot move my token.
Has it updated for you yet to your new token? I guess I have to do that on every single one of them. That's annoying. Alright. Give me just a sec. That's a wild CC. There you go. And then...
Thank you.
Yep. And then, Ika.
Away.
Yeah. No! You stay there. You are bound. Oh, and it would be...
I'm not bound.
You would have been rebound on exiting the ship.
Oh.
And actually, one of those guards... The guard who untied you is absolutely getting a write-up. What the fuck do you mean, she asked? Well, I don't know. She was crying. Smack again. And then I got Hagra.
They're always crying.
Yeah, exactly. The fuck? Have you ever seen anyone not cry? Well, Hagra isn't crying. Don't note their names. All right. So, we are on there. Okay. Everything's updated. All right. So, y'all look out. You're being escorted to... Whoops, I almost fucked up the whole stream because I'm a stoner. Hold on. Hold on. Let's just move. Everybody, you're being escorted by these guards, and y'all, I'm gonna just stick y'all here. And y'all see...
Yes. New shipment's coming, is it?
You see a fat, swarthy, sweating, rich, pompous-looking man who looks absolutely miserable while he's in his humid hut, a magically powered fan that is just rotating and barely doing anything, just blowing around hot air as this guy sweats through tears because he's just a shitty guy. No.
Yes.
Done playing Dead Dragons? No. Okay.
What's that? I can't. Did I break something? I can't hear anybody all of a sudden.
Hello, hello.
Oh.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you are. That was weird. Probably some shit on my end. Cool. Alright, so, this fat fuck. Not body shaming. This guy is just particularly a fat fuck.
Yes, hello, my name's Brigham. Bring in the talent. Come along.
Y'all get ushered into a tent.
Alright, name.
He looks up at Hagra.
She spits something at him and a fucking orc eye, and then she goes, Hagra Axebreaker.
He shivers. He's like looking at the goop that he's wiped off of his face, and he's just shaking. His chubby cheeks just trembling while his four chins try to out Isaac Newton clacking ball each other.
What? How dare?
And he's takes out a already sweat-stained handkerchief and wipes it off.
I am Brigham,
Fucking last name. I forgot his last name.
bookkeeper to the emperor of this isle, of Æther Isle. You, well, fuck it. You're not going to show me respect. I've seen this song and dance too many times. Hagra Axebreaker. Proclivity, what is your specialty? Are you a sword person, magic user? Do you kick the shit out of stuff with your feet but don't use your hands? How would you describe your fighting form?
This makes her actually look confused for a second. And she... I do not use weapons, Vrashkan Zechka.
Ah,
I am the weapon.
I've been called worse, but for what it's worth, that makes for a cheap investment. Doesn't use weapons. 2 stars.
Basically, what she just called him was a whimpering blood sponge.
And he says he's been called worse, and he doesn't even know what the fuck she said, but that just fucking suits him to a T.
It degrades a target as a creature that absorbs blows and cries, not one who delivers them.
Absolutely accurate. Lore accurate, Brigham.
Well, all right, that's one down. Now, last question. Do you consider yourself more of a good guy, a face, if you will? Excuse me. Lunch is coming up. A more neutral party when it comes to matters of combat, or do you find yourself on the side of the villains?
There is no good and evil in
Neutral.
combat.
He writes.
Girl catcha.
Neutral. We can work with neutral.
Puts another 2 stars. You see him jot down.
And next, you there, frog woman. Name?
I believe I am a Kappa, but my name is Slippy.
Oh,
1,000 apologies, he says, rolling his eyes.
Kappa. A capybara. Not like any capybara I've ever seen, but... Anyways, what's your name?
Slippy. I
He
told
drops
you.
his clipboard.
I did what, Slippy? That's adorable. And he writes it down. 2 stars. Your fighting form.
Well, I am a warrior.
Well,
I'm a
duh.
samurai.
But why? What do you? Oh, samurai. Sword wielder, I assume.
Yes, if I could please have my katana back, that would be nice.
That's a big old no can do. At present, I will say there are special rules for samurai. People of specific warrior nature. You will have an opportunity. It will be given back to you, but not right now. Excuse me, had to cough. But okay, swordsman, samurai, katana, and would you say you are more of the good guy side of the battlefield, a neutral party in combat, or kind of an opportunistic shithead?
I follow the path of the Buddha. Good, evil, they all come in turns
I
in
always
their
find
own
it
time.
fascinating how many Buddhists come through here. And he writes down, good guy, and in parentheses, Buddhist. Alright, that's about as good as it gets. And you, mushroom girl.
She's been hiding behind Slippy. She like peeks her head out.
Yes, you. Come on, it's hot. Name?
Are you? Oh, my name's Irchia. What's your name?
Oh, I am.
I'm gonna look it up because you actually bothered to ask what his name is. I have it in my notes, and I want to actually give him his fucking name. Like, he has a name. Wait, it's in Roll20. I don't even need it. I just need to fucking click on this son of a bitch. Eventually. Or did I just make him art? What a lazy piece of shit. No. Oh, it's because I'm in the wrong browser. That explains more of the technical difficulties. Yes, this is
Brigham Knox, the bookkeeper. I book all new talent in servitude to the Emperor of Æther. And I do not like the hot. He says through labored breaths. Now, I would ask, again. No, wait, you already gave me your name. I'm befuddled by the heat. I'd apologize, but let's get on with it. Your fighting form.
I think I would do well as a bookkeeper. Like you.
The fuck? What? He starts cackling and coughing. Go, that's funny, child. We're not eliciting entertainment at the moment, though. Your fighting form?
I don't know.
Oh, not a warrior.
Puts down in parentheses, or he puts in A and then in parentheses, fodder.
Alright. And if you were to ever see combat, do you think you would Who are we kidding? You're a good guy, aren't you?
He says, doing the old buckaroo, like, gesture or whatever, just like, patronizing as fuck.
She crosses her arms and says, I think I'd make a better bookkeeper than you.
A lot of people think that, but I currently have the job. But you're more than welcome to talk to the Emperor if you ever get to.
He laughs through fat lips. He writes down, goody two shoes. 3 stars.
Well,
he also books in Gary. It's going to be hard to switch reactive, so I'm just going to keep it on the fat guy because he's funny to look at.
And you there?
I'm also a Buddhist monk. Well, they're not a monk, but they're Buddhist. I'm really more of a, break bricks and fucking bare fists like the pretty cat lady. So it's that's what I do. And I'm a good guy, Buddhist. So goody tissues.
Oh, okay. That was quick and easy. Take note, the lot of you.
And he writes down information too quickly for anyone to note what he has said. And now he looks up to the guard and says,
All right, they've been booked. Go ahead and set them all up in the new recruit cabin for now, and we can sort them into houses after they've passed their trials. But in the meantime, do move them with care. Not just for your safety. Oh, sorry, all this chicken.
he's just talking through burps. Just go, he waves. The soldiers grab y'all by the elbows and hogger like a suitcase, and they direct y'all over to, that's not the right instance of the game. Stop, I don't want to select that guy. Moves y'all over to the next dock, and y'all see a small vessel across this peninsula. Actually, I have text for this that is better than my rambling. All right. Okay. You all begin to sail. Oh wait, no, you all don't begin to sail. You all see. Oh, okay, yeah, here we go. You're led across a stretch of land perpendicular to the merchants and the crowds for a few hundred feet until you begin to see an inlet between you and the peninsula. Another smaller island is across the bay, so y'all are on that dock. If you look across that body of water, that bay, but unlike the humid and bustling shore you've landed on, this other centric island in the distance is covered in frost. A large storm cloud looms over top, shielding it from most sunlight. There are no signs of life besides a large tower that rises up out of the center.
All right, get a move on, I says. We gotta get you over to your new home, after all.
He shoves you towards the opposing shore in the direction of the icy island, where another smaller dock hosts a smaller boat. Near the dock is wait, no, we already did the sweaty bookkeeper. He's in the middle of the thing.
Yeah,
All right. So
you
perfect.
still are that reactive, by the way.
Yeah, I like that guy. I'm just kidding. Good looking out. There we go. We're done looking at that fuck. All right. So, moving. Yeah. So y'all see a boat. They're gonna get you in the boat, and y'all start setting sail across the icy isle. Does anyone want to do anything while we're in this boat?
I can't do anything.
Yeah.
I wiggle.
Just remaining swimming.
Eritrea's gonna look at Hagra because she seems the most capable. Well, she's the only one that has shown any fighting so far, and just be like, what fighting style would I be good at? Do you think, Miss?
Hagra kind of looks at Eritrea. She has that look of I could tell you, but I don't really want to hurt your feelings because you are small and weak.
Oh no.
And she kind of shifts and looks at her and says, "Well, have you ever been in a fight before?"
Yes, legally.
I do not know what legally means.
No, I don't. I mean, no, not with weapons or anything like that. I think I've punched somebody once or twice.
Well, I would say, with how small and frail you are, you would want something to give you distance. Perhaps a spear or a halberd, a javelin, something where you can keep
Excuse me.
space between you and your opponent, because I do not think your small body would withstand many hits.
Perhaps she could use a shield.
No. Shield requires close up, and I do not think she would have the strength to hold that shield up against many heavy blows. She wants something light that she can carry, that she can move and be agile with.
Gary, what do you think?
I was enjoying very much, actually, I am going to switch to Gary for this one. I was enjoying very much the analysis of the group, if I'm being honest. That was very sound and sage advice. I would say something ranged or something sneaky. I'm not one to sneak myself, but I understand whenever the times call for it, especially in a place where they've already told us there's a chance of death. I think that there is an expression. There is the Buddha heart and dragon hand. So, whatever you think works, and I don't think you should pick yet. I think take it in stride, and we'll see how this plays out. Maybe there's opportunities to try an array of things. Maybe there's no options. Maybe you're just thrown to the wolves. Now, granted, I do not think that's going to happen. These people seem the type to invest inward, as it were. So yeah, I think that your best weapon, from what I've seen, is likely your whimsy and your mind. I would use that.
Thank you all. She kind of goes to scratch the top of her head and bumps her mushroom and is like, forgot.
Yeah. Just hits that uncomfortable underbrush part. While y'all are
Yeah.
halfway through this water, can I have everybody make me a check of some kind? Which one is it? It's instinct. Can everybody make me an instinct roll?
You just want another fear dice.
I'm hungry. All right, Hagra, is that 14 with fear or hope?
That is 14 with hope.
Let's go, baby.
Oh.
Slippy.
Another fear.
That's 2 extra fear points for you. I'm at 4 hope right now.
I'm having a good time.
I don't have any hope.
I've ran out of fear tokens.
I am hopeful.
I am, this goes along with my character. It's
It really
fine.
does. It's fine. The great part about this, I am going to take my fear token. I'll say, as y'all are going through it, you notice Hagra's the one who notices it. At this point, is it okay if I impose some
Yeah, you can narrate for my character for as long as you're not doing dialogue for my character,
Yeah.
it does not matter if you act as her for the time being.
Perfect.
She, context clues would be she is suspicious and angry, but she's also I wouldn't say scared, but anxious. She's anxious right now.
Hell yeah. Then excuse me. In this instance then, she's not given up her will to fight or anything, but she has stopped resisting. They're over water. It's just not the smart warrior thing to do, to fight among open ocean on a vessel when you're bound. But I will say she's the only one who rolled high enough. You notice as you're sailing, there is something massive under the water following the boat, the skiff, as you go. You lean over and look, and all you see...
I asked the guards to lift me up so I can hang over the edge of the boat.
They actually oblige. You have made a request to them, and they are actually relieved that you're not talking any shit or causing a problem, and they would be happy to grant you this request. So they lift you up and put you over, and you see a large aquatic creature. All you can see is a gigantic eyeball, scales slightly from how close it is to the surface, and it's just off underneath the boat, and you see it going in time with the boat itself. This is one of our great guardians of the Isle. They swim under. They make sure you do not escape. It is for security measure. So, please, no funny business. This could be your fate. I don't want it. And the soldier kind of gently brings you back. You could tell this wasn't a threat. This was a PSA. You can tell that the guards are very, very attentive to how they row, how they do all this. They are staying true to their job. They are not damaging the goods. And the goods are cooperating. So all this thing is doing is sailing underneath you. And then... Well, does anyone react to that? I'll give you all a moment to take that in. I don't know if you want to mention anything to the others. The others didn't see it. They didn't notice.
She kind of like looks at the others and she's like, I don't know. I don't know if the little mushroom one could handle me saying that there's something massive under the boat right now. So she's
I
like,
will say that she looks very preoccupied by trying to figure out if her mushrooms have feeling or not. Because the one on her head does. She discovered that, so now she's testing each one systematically on her arm
Just kind of flicking.
and in her hair.
Would I know if I'm looking at Hagra? Would I know if Hagra is like scared or like frightened or just calm?
I'll ask Hagra first how they feel.
she's intrigued. Because you have to remember, she comes from a world where her gods are bigger than this thing under the boat, and their bones litter, the ones that are dead, their bones litter the world. So this is considered, she considers this like a sort of medium, like smallish medium creature in terms of like
what she's used to,
awe and, like what should be feared.
Right.
But yeah, no, she's intrigued.
I would say with that, Ika, if you want to make me another instinct roll.
Okay. Worse.
Ooh.
It has hope though.
Hey, yeah, actually, so you get a hope. You can add that to your hope. You stop me from getting a fear. I'll say that you didn't notice. All you've noticed is that Hagra is no longer thrashing about.
Okay.
So with that, Hagra harbors the secrets, and the party finds themselves on another shore that I will have to adjust the tokens on. Let me do that real quick. Oh, wait, that's not going to work. I got to do it on this one, duh. Okay. And Slippy.
Just so you know, if you copy the tokens from the previous map
Oh, I can just bring them
and
over?
then paste them, they should still have the same properties.
Oh, let me do that then. I'm gonna go grab that and BRB. Let me just snag because that'll make my life a lot easier.
Sorry, I just thought of it.
No, that's perfect. Hell yeah. So, y'all are good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet. Awesome. Let me make sure the stream's actually showing what I expect it to. Perfect. Okay, so.
I'm out of order.
Here you go. It's
What is
okay. I can
happening?
bring you.
No, this is good. They drop you off in the dock. Whenever y'all get here, there is just wind rustling and whipping around. You see icy cold stalactites or mites, whichever one goes up, uh, all around, almost as if creating a path directly to this front door. It is furiously cold. These guys basically drop you off. They go by each of you, and they're about to cut your bindings, and they say, "Please, with all due respect, go into home. There is food, shelter, water, bath, heat, room for everyone, main hall, um, and the welcome party will come talk to you in a minute." And they cut your rope bindings. And just for narrative purposes, can everybody just please not run off? It's too windy. You'll just listen. It'll make the story better if y'all. I mean, y'all can stand out here and do stuff, but I wouldn't try escaping at this moment. Basically, if you
Flippy knows better.
it's mostly a please and thank you for Hagra. 'Cause I can't imagine her not wanting
She's
to bound.
twitching and she's looking around, but she's not seeing anywhere she can go yet. So
Beautiful. And you see
only
the
thing
honesty in the soldier's
Eritrea-
eyes. He doesn't want you to, for your own being.
The only thing Eritrea would do is draw a smiley face in the snow to make herself feel a little better.
I love it. And she does. And within seconds, you see it start to fill with snow again. That's how heavy it's coming down.
Well,
Well, it's definitely cold out here. I'm only here in my Buddhist robes. Thank you. I just wanted to say thank you, guys. I appreciate everything. They start rowing up. Okay. Um, it's cold. They said there's food in there. Do we have any other business to take care of out here? If not, I will meet you inside.
cold.
Uh, Flippy, remembers that they they have like this backpack that they're wearing, and they look inside it, and they find some clothes that would be warm for everyone. And I'm gonna use Hope to do a nomadic pack for that.
Hell yeah, bet. So you pull out warm clothes, but you all see that Gary already took off and poof, shut the door behind him. He's a cold little baby. But you pass around these warm garments for everyone.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Perfect.
Slippy.
you're welcome. I didn't even know I had these.
She
Thank
looks at you
you.
kind of confused.
but I
Just
don't
like,
need them.
Okay. Oh,
Okay, to each their own.
Hell yeah.
cold.
So y'all all going inside?
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, I will snag all of you again now that I know how to do magic for realsies. And this is where we're going to call it in just a moment after I describe the scene. But you all walk in this front door and you see a wide open floor plan for the most part. 4 rustic benches in an inlet island in the center, strips up to the fireplace. Stairways leading up to the left and right, respectively, up to higher raised platforms that assumedly lead off to the different bedrooms. Y'all have warmth in here. You have food. You have drinks. We'll come back from this point of y'all coming in and what your impressions are. That's what y'all can think on it for now. But I feel like this is a good stopping point. And, yeah. How do y'all feel about session 1?
I had a lot of fun.
Hell yes. We can go into more details off cam. I just wanted to make sure everyone had fun. And yeah, thanks everybody. I fucking just now finally looking at Twitch and I had no idea there's all this chaos going on over here, so I can't wait to rewatch and see how everyone felt about that. Uh, I'm already seeing some silly shit. Yes, I am Canadian, but no, I'm not Canadian. Oh shit, he found us. Hell yeah.
Run.
But this was fun. We got
Thank
y'all.
you for the session.
Absolutely, we got you isekai'd.
Yeah.
Got you to get to know each other a little bit, understand a little bit around the world, get booked in, get your stats and metrics pseudo measured. Got to see a giant seafaring mysterious beast underwater. Fucking Hogger almost killed 2 people. You know, it's a good day at the office. You found your new lodging in a new world.
That guard has both a lifelong fear and a lifelong desire for thighs around his neck
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. It could be worse. But cool. I I had a great time. This is Crits-N-Giggles' first podcast and my first time DMing is super awesome. It'll be the same time next week. I don't do the getting started because I'm not cool enough for all that. I'll just be going live at noon Arizona time. I don't know how to convert that to real people numbers because we're a devil state.
Arizona is PST, so you're in the same time zone as me.
For half
So,
the year, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
So right now we're in the same time zone. So assume Central would be 2 o'clock, and then Eastern time would be 3 o'clock.
Okay, perfect. Then
And
yep.
Mountain would be 1.
So have fun with your fake time, but that's what time we'll be going is 12 AZ or 12 PST. And yeah, thanks Skelly for sticking around. I can see that you were here it looks like the entire time. And I also saw I had a DM for you, and I can't wait to read it. I just haven't gotten a chance to pop over yet. I'm too ADHD to divide attention, but I'm gonna get you. This is super fun. I'm stopping stream in a T minus 3, 2, 1.